Hello everyone, here's Jerry, your favorite Polish mad lad. So in today's episode we are doing some bomb planting, yeah baby. So as you can see now, when we spawn we have the bomb, so we can run to the side that we have set this episode and we can plant the bomb inside it, like here. And as soon as we plant this bomb here, you can see that the UI is updated, and as the enemy player we can go and simply kill the enemy terrorist team. So I just inverted the AT and the TT spawn. This means that the terrorist spawns on the bad way, because I wanted to spawn them on the other way, but you know, pretty simple to change. So yeah, have a good episode, and yeah. So let's begin this episode by changing some things in the bolt assets. Yay! So let's add here a new boolean that will help us to know when we have planted the bomb. And let's add a new state in order to prepare the next episode. Bomb state, like so. That will be a child of the physics state, like so. Let's compile the assets quickly, like this. Okay, so let's start by making some modification in the bomb script. So in our bomb script now, what do we want? We want several things here. So we want to use the execute command of our weapon in order to make happen things. So first we're gonna do something here. We're gonna add an undisable function that will help us to handle everything here. And we will add a execute command in here that will help us handle the inputs. So let's start by adding an isPlanting variable in the player motor in order to be sure that the player can't move during the bomb planting phase. Like this, and this will prevent simply here the movement of our player in the execute command, like so. Okay, very good, very good. So let's come back to the bomb, and now let's explain some things. So we'll have some interfaces. So in order to hide the interfaces, we'll do a little here, little show hide function. We will have of course, the button to be set to false, that is not pressed. The planting time, so to false, and of course the isPlanting to the player to false. So here. We will have the game controller that will help us to know if we are in any site, and if we are in any site we will simply be able to make sure that we can plant the bomb simply. So here we're gonna simply check if we are firing, we are pressing the button. So if we are pressing the button and we are at the press false, that means that we are in the button down phase. So in here we will show the interface, we will initiate the timer, we will say that the button is pressed in order to be sure that, yeah, you know, things are made correctly, and we will remove the movement from the player, of course. And then we'll go to the second phase where we will update the interface over the time. So here And when the cooldown is ready, so this means that we have planted the bomb, the bomb will be simply planted in here as the player do a click. Automatically it will be planted, so we will set the is planted to false. We'll as the owner will spawn the prefab of the planted bomb. We will notify to the game controller that we have planted the bomb, and we will remove the bomb from the player. And next, of course, we will update the interface and the movement of the player within the timer. And of course, if we are not a player that if we are of course a player and we have button up, we will simply set the button to press to false and etc, and we will reset the interface and the movement and etc. And same here if we are not firing, so it's simply a little reset, so in order to be sure that we are good with everything in here. So let's here begin to make some things in the game controller. So let's head to the game controller and let's add this is insight function. The is insight function is pretty simple, I will say. Not so difficult. It will be simply a function that will send a boolean based on the is player in and is player in function as followed. And this will be handled by sides, so we will create a script that will handle sides in here. And in order to know what site or on our map, we will simply have the on start to find the A site and the B site of our game. So let's start by making this little script, which is named site controller. Create it in the general script, site controller, and let's open it in order to modify it. So site controller will be pretty simple. It will help us to know if we have a player inside that has the bomb. So in order to do that, we will simply register player weapons that are inside or not of the site. And in order to do that, we will simply use the onTriggerEnter and the onTriggerExit function in order to add players when they are in and remove players when they come out. And every frame we will simply update this script, so every fixed frame, because this onTriggerEnter and this onTriggerExit are updated every fixed update, so every physics update. So we will update the is player in order to be sure that a player that is registered in the site has the bomb. And if it's the case, we will simply say okay, nice, and yeah. So knowing that players are teleported during the reset round phase, we want to restart the list each time we simply restart the round. So very basic, but very useful. And so now, if we come back to the game controller, in here, now we are simply checking if a player is in one of the sites, and on the bomb we simply check if this is true. So if this is true, this means that we have the bomb in our hand, we have clicked on the left click of our mouse, and we are simply trying to plant the bomb because we are in the site. So yeah, pretty basic, yeah, I know. So now let's do the interface, because this is the I think logic following step. So at the same time we will add the zones, of course. Let's here add for instance, now let's add simply one site. So let's do the A site. So it will be placed at 53.5, and it will have the size of 50 by 1.59. And here we add a box collider that will be trigger. Here we add a mesh filter and a mesh renderer. This one will have the cube mesh, like so. It will not cast shadow and receive shadows. And in here we will just add the site controller. Yeah. Quick update on my left screen. So now we can add the site controller because they have compiled, and let's name this one _ a site, like so. And yeah, so pretty much it. Now let's add a material on it. So let's duplicate the walls and let's name it simply site, and let's put it something green, like so, and just put it on the site. Let's duplicate this one and let's name this one B site, like so, and simply move it to the right positions. So yeah, I have the coordinates written down. So minus 37, height 3 and 66.5, and here 22 1.5 as is what it was already written, and 14. So here we have the site. So we are sure now that the game will check for these sites and will simply find them by their name, because they have very specific names. And so yeah, it's pretty much it for the sites. Let's now add interface. So in the interface, what do we want? We want pretty much two things. We want something that will show to players that we are simply now the bomb is planted. So let's add something red that will be on top of the game, and let's position is this minus like so. And let's find maybe a sprite that will say that we are in danger. Do we have something like that inside our game? No. No, we don't. So, oh yeah, we have something like this. That's about it. So let's make this one this big and maybe something larger like this. Yeah. Oh, very good, very nice. I like it. So let's bomb. Its name is bomb warning. Let's name this bomb warning, and let's add here a twin runtime that will simply rescale the overall, and it will go from 1 to 1.5 scale like this, and it will be linear, and or not. I think it will be good that it have some third something like this, and enable play, and let's make this ping pong like this. So it will go from 0, it will go from 0 to 1, and from 1 to 0, and like this. Okay, not so bad, I think. Maybe we can put it like this, change its center, and now it will appear better in the eye. Yeah, it will appear very good, I really like this. So make this disappear, simply like this. And let's add a new image that will help us handle here the planting cooldown, or I don't know, a little interface that will help us simply know where we at planting. So bomb bar, let's name it like so, and let's select here a circle like this, 206 like this, and let's copy it. Let's make something inside. Let's name this one fill, and let's put it from the bottom to yeah, something like 1.5 like this. And now let's make this one fill 360 like this, and let's make the background blue like this, so the fill will do something like that. Oh, very good, I like it. Maybe make this half transparent like so, and yeah, pretty good. I really feel it nice. So let's here put this one to in set active false, and let's go to the GUI controller in order to make this happen. So at the end of our GUI controller, we will add three new functions. So in here we will have the first function that will be planting progress show, so it will show the bar or not. Then we will simply change the progress on of this fill bar, and we will have the planted or not to show or not on the screen. So it will be the warning that will show. So let's add these two variables to our little list of variables, and let's go to the GUI, and in here let's just drop the warning in the planted and the fill in the bomb bar, like so. Very good. So now we have the interface done. Let's head to the game controller in order to finish our tutorial of today. So now that we have our game controller with the sides and etc., now we need to add some game logic. So the game logic that we will add now, it will simply be to add the planted function. So as soon as we have planted the bomb, we need to notify this plantation that we planted the bomb to the game controller, and in order to do that we will create a function that will be named planted, and that will start a new event that is simply the event of the cooldown of TT planted, so before the bomb explode. And here we will simply do the following. So we will say to the state that it's planted here, and when it's planted we will simply update the game state like this, and inside now we need to update the update player alive here. And in order to do that, we will simply add this little update in the add defending, so in order to be sure that everything's worked correctly. And in the part of TT planting, we will simply add the same logic that we added in the AT defending, but now we will check for the AT and the TT count as followed, and we will simply give the win to the one team or the other based on how many players are in the game, you know. And now let's go sorry, let's go to the update game state in here. In the update game state, we need to add in the start round now the update of the 80 and the of the reset round of the A side and the T side, so like this, in order to reset this. And at the end, update game state, we need to notify that at the end of the round that we have planted the bomb false, like so. Knowing that the TT planted, now we have a cooldown to make sure that the TT now will win simply the game, the round, because they have successfully planted the bomb. So we will do a little event here that will say that TT has won this round and at the point and etc. So same for here when the 80 are defending. And now let's see what we need in addition. So yeah, in addition now we have a state that need to be updated here with the update planted function that will simply update the UI based on the planted state, like so. And it's pretty much it. So now let's create the bomb goal, the little prefab that is named bomb goal. Let's comment this line in order to spawn the bomb and to have the visual of the bomb on one of the points. Let's name this bomb goal, and it's pretty straightforward. It will be a bolt entity with the bomb with the script that will be named bomb controller, like so. And this bomb controller, it is the most basic script that I have ever done. It will just be a simple set thing like this with the bolt library, like here. So ibomb state now is simply setting the transform in order to synchronize the position on the network. And yeah, so this is pretty much it that this script will handle. So let's add the bomb controller on this little thing, and let's add the visual of this bomb. So like this, and let's put it at 0, 0, 0. Same for this one, and yeah, pretty much sure that everything's good. So now let's drop this prefab in the prefabs, like so. Let's remove that. Let's save this scene. Let's recompile the bolt asset, like here. And now, as we have recompiled successfully, we have now to uncomment this line in order to spawn the bomb at the place where our player is. So yeah, pretty much it. So now we can build the game and see what we've done. So as soon as the round starts, of course, you can go to the site. You can check that you can plant the bomb outside of the site. You need to be in, and as soon as you are in, the bomb starts to be planting. You cannot move anymore. And as soon as it is, you see on the screen that the planting is notified on both enemy and allied team. And as an enemy or an ally, you can go kill the enemy team for now and get the point for that. So like here. and as soon as you killed someone, the game notifies to us that we are not anymore planted, and you reset the round and etc, and the UI is updated. Very nice. So thank you for watching this episode. I am really glad that we've done this. So next episode, I don't know what we're gonna do. We have plenty of things to do. So yeah, we will see. So you can check on Twitter, Instagram, and etc on our social media what we are doing. Remember to subscribe, maybe leave a like if you like the tutorials and you make your own game with it. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a good day. Remember to code every day. See you soon. Vandalhalla? What's that? It's a game in development by Sandstorm game studio, a young indie game studio which want to start their journey with an online fast FPS game. Wandada will be fast-paced and easy to learn hard to master game. In this game, your equipment will be based on 4 weapons or skills, chosen freely. We call them abilities. They compose your loadout. From rocket launchers to grapplings, including toy guns filled with holy water, your choice is vast. Choices you will make will influence drastically your playstyle. In fact, our game balance is based on an ancient game that is 1000 years old, the famous rock, paper, scissors. Basically, when you're fighting, there will be situations in which you will have facilities to kill some loadout, but your opponents plays the same game as you and they could have bonus damage against you as well. Right now you have 40 different abilities in order to create chaos in your game. Among these 90,000 combinations, I'm sure you will find the one you like. You will be also equipped with a gravity gun, which will allow you to move around the entire map without any difficulty. Your choice of loadout will also change the behavior of your gravity gun. So now, if you want to be the horse and the horseman, you can. But if you prefer to be Neo from Matrix, with a jetpack, it's possible. To have fun with all these features, nothing could be simpler than a huge city in which zones will be designated to organize a zone capture game and at the same time a team deathmatch. Go ahead and vandalize this city, after all you're participating to Vandalhalla, the Vandal's Paradise! If you want to help us and see the project evolve and get released, follow us on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter.